Hello everyone, today's day 2 of our 21-day challenge of doing the same algorithm, removing limitations algorithm. Originally I wanted to do a live version where we all do drawings collectively, but due to my business right now, I it's hard to pick a certain time of the day and most people work, so that would have to be in the evening. But so during those circumstances, because of those circumstances, I'll have to do recorded ones. And later on, eventually, maybe after this 21-day challenge, we'll figure out the time. Maybe we'll do live session where I get a feedback where would be the perfect timing to do live. Or maybe we'll continue doing recorded versions and we'll do live session together over the weekend. Anyway, so today is day 2, and as I mentioned yesterday, we are working with the same topic for 21 days. In order to see the results, in Neurographic Art, we call it case. We work with the same case for 21 days, and results will be significant. So, first things first, we need to identify core focus right now, something that you've been aiming to achieve or change for a while. And this should be something that holds a lot of significance for you right now, as I mentioned yesterday. And instead of writing full sentence or instead of writing 2 words, your topic will be just 1 word. So simply capture this focus, 1 word, okay? And don't worry, you will get the chance to expand on it later during the warm-up. And as I said yesterday, my topic for this week is a project, neurographic project, which yesterday I used the word project. Today and probably from now on until the end of the challenge, I am going to use the word neurographic. And once you write your word down, your topic, and make sure you write today's date so later on you can refer to this drawing and read your words, reflect on it. So we're gonna do a warm-up, 2 minutes. We're gonna activate neurons just like in workout, where you warm up before getting into the intense exercise. We need to warm up your brain to get the process moving. So I need to take the index card. You can write just on the other side. I wrote the topic here, but I don't want to move the paper too much because I'm recording. Am I recording? Checking. Yes, I am. So I'm using index paper and I'm just going to attach so I do not lose it. All right, so write down your topic, today's date, and I am timing 2 minutes. So during this time, I want you to quickly think of the words, write down the words that come to mind about your chosen focus. Remember, do not analyze or judge what comes to your mind. Simply write down whatever thoughts, adjectives, or even phrases pop up. Okay? And it's okay if the words seem unrelated to your focus. The goal is to freely engage your brain without overthinking. So let's go. 2 minutes. Whatever comes to your mind, please do not overthink. Whatever comes to your mind when you think about this subject. Less than 1 minute. $30. 5 seconds. And stop. Okay, and let's count how many words do you have. 32. I think just like yesterday. Wow. All right. If you come up with more than 20 words, great. That means that your focus is really present in your mind. And if you have fewer words, either the topic may not be as crucial for you right now, you might be holding back by overanalyzing. Maybe take a moment and try write it down again. But if you have 20 or more words, you are good. So next, we activated our neurons. We are going to do catharsis. We are going to release our blockage. I just really quickly check my marker, which I should have done earlier. Okay, I think I'm good. So are you ready? We're gonna do the release. As you remember, letting go of a belief or limitation that's been programmed in your mind since childhood, whatever was holding you back from achieving your goal. And on the count of 3, we're going to express this blockage through the scribble. It's going to be messy. It's called release or catharsis. So think about your topic. Think about how bad you want it to happen, how bad you want to achieve this goal. Why is it so important to you? And on a count of 3, we're going to release it on the paper. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, today is bigger than yesterday. Okay. So we poured our emotions out. And now, do you remember the next step? We are going to round all the intersections. Everywhere that each line crossed, we're gonna round off the intersection. This is your blockage. This is your fear. Whatever it is, it stops you from achieving your desirable result. So let's go. We're gonna round off. All intersections. I usually take a fine marker to do this part of algorithm. Probably I should do the separate video and show you what pencils or the markers are used. As far as pencils, they should be soft. Okay, so we're gonna round off all intersections. That's the first step after we release our catharsis. Remember, you have to make it harmonious. You have to smooth and round off all the corners. We don't want any edginess. We need to harmonize and make it nice and smooth and beautiful without any conflicts. After you do several drawings, it will be a lot easier to round off. And as I mentioned yesterday, this is my most favorite step in neurographic art. And just as yesterday, I'm using a smaller format because the bigger one takes much longer time. Like the regular A4 takes me solid 2.5 hours from beginning to end. So, and doing 21-day challenge with you, I want to make sure we get all the steps done together. And this is why, especially if you're new to neurographic art, I definitely suggest to use the smaller one. Unless you have nothing but time, then yes, use the bigger one. And don't forget, if you want to do it together and use the smaller one, you can always do another drawing the same day and use it in a different format. But the rule, the main rule, we use one topic a day, no matter what. This is a safety rule. Okay, I'm almost done. I mean, this not as much a safety rule, but it's in order to be effectiveness, we'll work with one topic a day. The safety rule is the round off all the corners before you do anything else. If you don't have time, if you have something else to do, something came up, you can add colors later, but you do have to finish rounding off. You don't want to leave any conflict in your drawing. Okay. This is my blockage. This is my catharsis. Wow. Do you notice any sensation in your body at this step? You might feel like I feel sweaty right now. You might feel uncomfortable. Some people actually have headaches or nausea. Some people actually feel like a sense of release or even happiness, but everybody has different sensations. But because we work with our subconscious mind, whatever stops us, that's why your body reacts, and we all react in different way. Okay, so we finished rounding intersection. Our goal was to soften and smoothen this catharsis. And now we will extend the lines. Okay, we're going to extend the lines outward to the edges of the paper, representing the extension of the new pathways into your life. So wherever you see those lines, unfinished lines, we are extending them. It is very important the lines don't stop at the edges of the paper. Just as life doesn't stop there, the lines shouldn't continue. I mean, just as the life doesn't stop there, your lines should continue beyond this point, because this whole thing is an ongoing process. Remember, we call it is the paper, but we call it field. This is your life. This is your life. Connect to people, connect to the society, express emotions. So every loop, every unfinished line, I'm a bit tired today, so I'm sorry. I keep repeating myself, but it is 21-day challenge. There's no way out of it. We set the goal, we set the intentions, and we're gonna get it done. 21 day. Tired or not, here I come. So we are extending the neurographic, using neurographic line. Do you feel any sensations in your body? Wow. Today is very, very intense. Those lines should take you unexpected places. Remember, avoid repetitions. We are thinking outside the box. We are avoiding the stereotypic thinking and decision making. So it's not a sinusoid, it's not a repeating loop. It is a neurographic line that takes you where you do not expect it to see, and it does not repeat itself on any part of its movement. New pathways, new ideas, new creations. So after you extended those lines, we are filling our field, our life, with more neurographic lines. Sometimes I like to go over the existing ones and then create the new ones. So do not forget, these are the lines that do not repeat itself in any part of its movement, and they take you where you do not expect it to see. We are breaking away from our stereotypical thinking. We are looking for new solutions, new ideas, meeting new people, getting closer and closer to our goal, to our desirable result. Wow, I am getting a lot more neurographic lines today than yesterday. It's interesting. I feel really, really tired, yet there's some energy popped up. I guess when this topic, it's really important to you, you find that second wind. You find that third wind. Wow. And if you're new, if this is maybe your second time, maybe you met me yesterday and you did the first drawing yesterday with me, and maybe this is your second time and you don't feel any sensations in your body, and you might think, hey, what is wrong with me? Why don't I feel any sensations? Am I doing it wrong? No. If you just started, you're probably concentrating a little too much on your graphic line, because you do have to think about it. Like if it takes you to the right, intentionally switch it to the left. You don't want to go the same way you've been going for how many years. New solutions, new things are coming your way. Wow, my nose is getting stuffy. It's all related. It's absolutely amazing. Drawing neurographic art, different topics. I had headaches, I had back aches, my hands were getting numbed. This is absolutely amazing what neurographic art does. Absolutely amazing, the sensations in your body. Feel it, notice it, think about it. Don't worry about it, it's all normal. We work with subconscious mind. We all have a lot of things from childhood, from the past. We don't think about it every day. But when we do neurographic art, because it is work with your subconscious mind, those things just pop out. And look, I was totally fine starting neurographic art, and now I feel stuffed up, I feel sweaty, but because I know it's normal, this is how my body reacts to this particular topic. I know it's gonna be all right. All right, just look if you have enough lines. Continue. The rule is the more lines, the better. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put the microphone, and I don't know what's the, if you hear me all right, but I think I'm gonna turn it on. And I apologize if the quality of the sound is not as good, but we're gonna fix it. Am I still recording? I think I am. All right, how are you feeling during this process? Any resistance? All right, so I think I have enough lines, and it is time to do rounding again. Remember the safety step. This is a safety step. We cannot leave the drawing. We cannot leave until all corners are rounded. We cannot leave unresolved conflict in our work. Very, very important. Okay, now it's time to do my favorite step, conjoining. Rounding, conjoining. Don't rush in this step. Don't try to do it very quick. Take your time. This step, it is very important. Not only we are dissolving the catharsis, the blockage, not only we are heading towards the success, but we are avoiding any sharpness on the way to the success. We are avoiding any conflicts. We want nice, harmonious, and smooth solution. This is absolutely amazing that my nose is so stuffed up. Wow. This is amazing how my body reacts. So take your time. Sometimes I like to turn some nice music, maybe classical music. And when you do this step, when you round off all the intersections, you can think about your topic. You can think about it and picture that whatever you desire, you have it. It's in your hand. This is it. We're gonna have this solution. We're gonna resolve it graphically. We're doing it every single day. We are resolving it graphically, and then it's gonna happen in the real life. Your brain understands graphics, shapes, symbols, music. by doing it graphically first, you are kind of training your brain to move faster towards your goal. And especially by doing it 21 days in a row, as we are planning on doing, there's no way back. So we'll have plenty of repetitions. Your brain might resist at first. Remember, I told you about it yesterday. You might say, I don't want to do it today. I'll skip one day. I'll start my 21 day tomorrow. Do not do it. Please find the time. System is very, very important. And the resistance, if you really strongly gonna start feeling that you don't want to do it, you have other things to do, or you'll start another day, it means your brain does not want to change it. Your brain does not want to find, does not want you to create those new pathways. Your brain is too comfortable the way it is right now, and it's telling you, hey, we're good, don't worry about it. But you're like, hey, brain, I need new ideas. I really, really have this desire for my dream to come true, for my project to be successful. And I'm going to work towards it. I'm going to work towards my goal. This is the only way you are set for success. So if you do meet the resistance, work through this. Work through this. If your brain says, hey, let's start tomorrow, nope. Set your calendar, set your intentions. You are gonna get it done. What's 21 day out of your entire life? It's a really nothing. It's a brief moment. So you can do it. We can do it together. And eventually, maybe after 21 day drawing, there's so many different algorithms. Neurographic is absolutely amazing. There's endless possibilities. There's so many different algorithms, so much to tell you. Every time I talk about neurographic art, I get more and more excited. This is absolutely amazing tool. It's given to you. You can say it doesn't work unless you try. There's really no magic. It's really, really understandable. It's really easy. We create new neural pathways and things will start happening, your desirable things. The old program, it's like computer, you know, your brain is the computer. You have the program based on your upbringing, based on your beliefs. You have a program. We cannot erase it, but we can rewrite it. We can write new one. So that's why we're going to create new neuron connections. And we're going to do repetitions over and over and over and over. And eventually, the old program will become obsolete. And you are set, you are guaranteed for success. I also suggest like to have maybe index card or piece of paper while you're doing your graphic card. Very often you might have some insights and not to forget it, you don't want to forget it. Maybe something interesting came to your mind and you're like, Why didn't I think about it? Just write it down. Also, maybe write down your sensation. How is your body reacting? Because it's going to be like your journal. And after 21 days, you can refer back and analyze how it's changing for you. Wow, amazing. And after 21 day, like I mentioned again yesterday, some people need maybe after 21-day challenge, everything completely will change for you. Some people might need a little bit more, but 21 day, it's the perfect amount of time for one case. One case, one topic. And when you do neurographic art, you can rotate your paper, during the entire drawing. It doesn't have to be this is, bottom, this is top, left, right. You can rotate. The only reason I don't do it because I'm recording and I want to keep it easier for you. So I'm done with my rounding. I am done adding neurographic lines, and I might add a little more lines during stylization step. As of right now, we are going to add color. We are going to bring your neurographic drawing to life with color. And again, we're gonna choose maybe 3 4 colors intuitively, without getting caught up in what the colors represent or their meanings. So the whole idea is to go with your gut and allow your instincts to guide you. So I I am choosing green today. Remember, white is also a color and can be used to fill in spaces or add lightness. And also, if you feel any resistance during this part of the process, push through, push through. The purpose is to enjoy this process without any judgment, without any hesitation. And remember the rule, we're coloring 2 or more segments together. From smaller things, we are making bigger meanings. So you are the artist, you are the creator, you color the way you want, the way you feel. It's really, really interesting. When I was little, coloring book, coloring was my favorite thing. I absolutely loved coloring. I didn't like drawing anything, but I loved coloring books. And right now, believe it or not, in neurographic art, coloring is not my favorite thing. My favorite thing is rounding. But we need to follow all the steps. This process is integration. We are working with archetypes. So color is very, very important. Wow, can't believe it. One time actually when I was doing neurographic art, and I don't remember what was the topic, but obviously it was very, very important to me, to my heart. I developed such a strong headache where I finished rounding off and I had to take a break. Body does react. And like I mentioned too, if you don't have any sensations, don't think anything is wrong with you. It is very possible you are just concentrating on following all the steps properly. You're not noticing any sensations. And that's all right. You will come with experience. The more you do it, the more you'll start feeling. Make sure 2 or more segments together. Like this is one segment, this is one. All those little sections they call segments or sections, so two or more together. Okay, let's think I might use yellow. You know, yellow is my favorite. So don't don't overanalyze the colors. Just whatever. Look at your pencils, whatever you have, 3, 4. Even if you want to use 2, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Just gently blend the fragments together with these colors and aiming for a sense of harmony and balance. Just look at it, and also, like, no rush. Sometimes I need to stop for a second and just take a look at my drawing and think where intuitively where I want to add this color. And it feels like this is how I want to do it today, like kind of like the flowing design, flowing version. We don't have to find any symbols or anything in your drawing. It is not a art therapy, so just keep drawing, keep coloring. Don't try to analyze and see, oh, what does it look like? Doesn't matter as long as you like it. You have to like it, no one else. You know it, you know what it means to you. You are the creator and you have to like it. And sometimes you don't, and that's okay. You can always come back, finish it. If you don't like this color, you can overlap. You can put another color on top, absolutely, as long as you follow the rule with 2 or more segments together. For instance, let me explain. Let's say if I wanted to do this part yellow right here, this element right here, this is one segment. I have to connect it with another one. It could be either here or next. So I have to connect with another segment. As long as it's 2 parts or more together. I love yellow. It's such a beautiful and happy and nice and bright color. But someone's texting me? Excuse me? Okay. I always put my phone on do not disturb, and I suggest you do the same. This way you can really focus on what you're doing and really set your intentions and work on it without interruptions. But I need to make sure my kids can get hold of me anytime, and no matter how old they're going to be, I'm sure it's going to be the same. Oh, I noticed one thing not round off. It is possible sometimes during the drawing you'll feel like stiffness, you'll need to get up and stretch. Please feel free. Please feel free. Listen to your body. Not only during neurographic art, generally speaking, listen to your body. Your body knows, your body will let you know. You know, it's amazing, like, even like listen to your body when people are sick, and sometimes people are like, oh, you have to eat, you must eat. And people don't want to eat. And the reason why, their body is telling them, we need to use all the power to heal you. We don't want to use all the power for your digestive work. You need to get energy, we'll give you energy, and that's why listen to your body. If you're not feeling well, you're not hungry, do not eat. If you're craving something, I say have it, but discipline. Discipline is the key. All right, I'm just looking at my drawing. I'm not taking a pause here. I'm just looking and noticing few other things are not rounded off. And when you're looking at your drawing, when you're thinking where you want to, the way you want to add the color, just pause it for a moment. Look at it and just ask yourself, like, how do I like it? Do I take, do I want to add more colors? Sometimes maybe two colors enough for you, and that's fine. This is absolutely fine. It just generally speaking, three, four colors, maybe more. Maybe you want to use six. It's up to you as long as you follow all the rules. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something completely different. This is not the color I use often, brown, but I should use it more often actually, because I know the meaning of it. But I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to confuse you. When we will do the session about the colors, then you will have an idea about the meaning. Actually, it's going to be my course, Neurocolor. But don't worry, it doesn't mean it's not going to be effective. It doesn't mean by not knowing the colors, it's not going to work. Absolutely not. That's why I'm telling you, pick the colors intuitively, because by looking at the colors, you will know, your brain will send you the signal, hey, use this color, and there's a reason. I guarantee you, you will want to use this color. I hope everything I'm saying makes sense. I am really tired today, but we are set for success. We are set for 21-day challenge, and we're going to do it no matter what, rain or shine, tired or not, sleepy or not, need to go make dinner for kids or not. See, like right now, this is just one segment. I do have to add more because I'm going to follow the rules, and I am the rule follower. Most likely, after we finish this, I will work on my drawing a little more. I don't want to use way too much time, and I will post mine when it's complete. So adding a little more color. And the reason I said use soft pencils, they are way easier and comfortable. They don't scratch the paper. It's easy to do shading. I'm not doing any shading in this drawing, but I usually like to do shading, but it just requires sometimes more time. And since we are time limited, I mean, we're not really time limited, but I want to do this 21-day challenge for everybody. I know how busy the life is right now. I know everyone has a lot going on. Everybody has jobs and families, or maybe you have other projects to do. And I want to make sure you are able to complete this challenge in 21 days. And that's why we're doing it quicker than I usually would do. And that's why I suggest to use the smaller format for that particular reason. And if you are home and you have nothing going on and you're absolutely obsessed with neurographic art, as I am, then do another drawing. Do two a day. Do bigger format. I guarantee if you do bigger 4 by 6, I mean 4A, 4 by 6, 4A, like the regular all-purpose paper, printer paper size, it will take you good 2 to 3 hours. It still takes me that long. All right, I think I am good with color. I think it is time to add field lines. Remember, 2 to 5 bold lines that stretch across the field, stretch across the paper. And these lines, they represent support from a higher power, support from the universe, and it is a reminder of divine guidance and unconditional love surrounding your journey. Okay, so these lines act as a source of strength for your topic, help, guidance. And you can use existing neurographic lines or you can create new ones. Up to you. They have to be bold, visible. So when you look at your drawing, you will see them right away. Divine guidance, help. It's always good to know we can do it all by ourselves. We're capable, we're knowledgeable, but it's always good to get help. Always. It's always good to ask for help. A lot of people can't ask for help, but it's always good to ask for help. So once we finish with field lines, we have to round all the sharp corners again created by those lines that to ensure smoothness and support. So make sure all the corners are rounded off. No sharp edges and no conflicts. And everything nice and smooth. Beautiful. Full of love and harmony. That's what we need. That's what we want. We dissolved our blockage. We dissolved our catharsis. We're creating something very harmonious. We are resolving everything graphically first. Once we're done resolving it graphically, our brain will start adopting this program. Most likely through the resistance. But once you know what's the resistance and why resistance occurs, you can work through, continue the challenge, do repetition to create your best reality. Okay. I think I'm good with two. You can do 2 to 5. Most of the time I do two, but start with two and see how you feel. You can always add more if you need it. You can always add more later on if you feel like it. It is very possible you look at your drawing later on or next day and you're like, you know what? I feel like I want another line. Go for it. Go for it. Now main figure or fixation. Okay, remember, in this step we're placing circle or a figure without sharp edges like an oval or circle intuitively anywhere on your drawing. And this circle represents harmony and the solution you are seeking. It is a very powerful symbol of wholeness and balance. And once we place your circle, we're going to round off all intersection again. We're going to reinforce our neural connections that we're building. Looking at my drawing, I'm looking at my field, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, where does it feel? Where does it feel that I want to place this circle? Right here. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Remember, it could be a different shape, egg shape, or any shape. Maybe like just you want to go over your lines, certain lines, and create your kind of shape. That is fine as long as it doesn't have sharp edges. We are not working with circles or triangles in this algorithm. Neurographic art has an alphabet, contains neurographic line, circle, triangle, squares. They all represent different things, and we are not working with it. This is the subject for another time. Okay, so when I have to round off all intersections again. Wow, amazing today. My sensations are stronger than usual today. Maybe because I was working towards my goal earlier. And this is very, very fresh and exciting. Definitely exciting. And a little bit uncomfortable. I think everything new is a little bit uncomfortable. But in order to get comfortable, you have to get through uncomfortable, right? Makes sense? So, you can even do it as a family. Maybe you have a family project. Maybe you can all work together on one drawing. Collective drawing, group drawing is amazing. There's so much power, there's so much energy. Another day worked at some office to boost their productivity, and every person from that office was working. It was a very large paper, large format, and it's absolutely amazing. There's so much power, there's so much energy. This is just absolutely amazing. I love doing group drawing. Okay. When I'm done, I'm gonna go over the drawing again, make sure, because sometimes I miss rounding, but I always check it, and sometimes next day too, because it's getting dark now. I'm sure tomorrow I'm gonna add, probably I'm gonna add more lines, maybe more color. but it seems all right now. Wow. This step solidifies the positive changes you're working towards your goal and brings everything together. All right, next step. Next step, stylization. That's where you can take a moment to look at your drawing as a whole. And if it's your second time working through this algorithm, you can still kind of like be unsure. It is very possible if you didn't have any sensations in your body and you don't know if you like it. I suggest to push through and stay with me for 21 days. But of course, it's up to you. If you absolutely don't want to do it, I am sorry to see you leaving this amazing opportunity to transform something into something amazing, something good. But it's up to you. It will be recorded. You might want to come back another time. And finally, step back, look at your drawing, review, look at the words that you wrote. You don't have to analyze it or anything, but it just maybe reflect on any changes in how you feel about your topic right now. Just think about, has anything shifted or not? Maybe take a few minutes to write down any thoughts and insights. Like I mentioned before, I suggest you have a piece of paper and just write down thoughts, insights, or maybe something changes, or maybe you want to add more words. Please do so. But please again be sure to write the topic. We're working on the same topic, the same word for 21 days. Although I did yesterday, wrote project, today did neurographic, but it's neurographic project. It's the same thing, same concept, so it's all right. And be sure to date it, definitely, so you can track the progress over time. Congratulations, completed day 2. Fantastic. Celebrate your effort. Thank you so much for being with me. Remember, you are the creator of your best reality. You are the artist. Enjoy the process. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.